Scentland, the land of scent. Hi, it's Chris again. Good evening. And don't be afraid of my outfit today. It has a reason. It's because I'm reviewing a sort of little bit classy, old-fashioned, not really old-fashioned, it's classy, but very laid-back, very sophisticated, nice French fragrance, which to me has a little bit of a Victorian London vibe about it, and definitely calls for a little bit of a rather very sophisticated and elegant clothing, like a very nice suit, or just something which is sort of a by the fireplace feeling. So this fragrance, if you haven't guessed it by now, is this one, Bel Ami, by the precious French house of Hermés. This is actually a tester bottle, nice brown juice, 100 ml. And this beauty came out in the year of 1986. And the perfume is Louis Céziac. I'm not sure if I Céziac. I'm not exactly sure how to spell the name. My French is not that strong. But it's the same guy who did Fahrenheit 2 years later. So the guy, I think, must be some sort of a genius. And about the house of Hermès, luxurious leather goods, apart from fragrances, and I've mentioned the magic word leather. To me, this is one of the strong spray. Have you seen that? Almost blew my hand off. And immediately this is a beauty. It's really nice. To me, it's a woody leather fragrance with very nice, very sophisticated and uplifting and refreshing citrus nuances that are especially prominent in the beginning. Citrus and bergamot. Citrus bergamot. The leather is already there, but citrus bergamot, cardamom as well among the notes, and carnation, patchouli, but the wood, the leather, amber, which in this orchestra plays, because this is like classical music. It is like classical music, really. And in this orchestra, apart from the main two big guys, the woods and leather, amber plays a very sophisticated part, keeping it, bearable and nice and cozy. I think some say there's also a note of coconut in there, which I can only detect if I look for it. I have again sprayed this like in all my reviews on neutral ground, meaning something which is not your skin. In this case, it's a white hanky, but it could be your clothes or your hair, or even, I don't know, anything that is not your skin. And the difference between neutral ground and your skin are, in my opinion, there are two differences. It lasts longer on neutral ground. It's not as intense as although as spray this just on, so it probably should wait a little bit. But I've worn this quite a bit. I had a bottle there before, and the longevity is a bit better on clothes, so it lasts around 10 hours or more on neutral ground, but on the skin it's about 6-7 hours, I'd say. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, when I compare compare the leathery ground to the skin is that the citrus notes are more prominent and longer lasting on the neutral ground than on skin. On skin it develops more towards the leather and the wood more quickly, you know. So regarding the bottle itself, I should mention that the original one was a sort of a cone-shaped or cocktail shaker-shaped bottle when it originally was introduced back in '86. That has changed. It's now this, you know, common Hermés bottle. They say there's been a reformulation. I'm not sure. I haven't smelled that. I have smelled this and the original one, and both are the same. So there's no change, to my nose at least, between this and the old one. That to me remains are remaining the same. In terms of sillage projection, great. The fragrance is doing a great job, and it basically lasts you through the day as well. So the longevity is great as well. People notice it. Don't overspray for sure, but this is a fragrance that you spray on in the morning, you have on your clothes in the evening, or if you spray it on the evening and you go to bed, then you have it, you smell it on your pillow the next morning, definitely. It's a very cozy, very inviting fragrance that is being built around wood and leather. It's a very well-mannered, sophisticated leather that you can enjoy in this one. When I close my eyes, what do I see or how do I feel? Something like whether you are a very well-dressed somebody walking in the streets of London, to me it's more sort of an English feeling to this one, or you sit in a Victorian library or a dining room and you read a book, let's say, by the fireplace, probably, or you know, at home, you just go like this, and it's really, you know what I mean? Silence is something that is one of the most enjoyable things in life. So if I shut up for a minute or for a second and just breathe in the fragrance, and I'm in a cozy environment where I feel good, this fragrance is perfect there. So availability, it's still in production, so there's no issue with that. Again, reformulation, I don't know, I can't judge it. I haven't tried that. Age, up 25 and up, I think is the age group that can really appreciate this, especially now when these sort of fragrances are coming back, you know, with all the you know, the dog fragrances, the oud fragrances that are coming out, and you know, noir, and you know, all these things. The old classical woody, leathery, cozy fragrance is still a good contender in the new crowd as well. Proof of that is actually that they have made a flanker of this one called Bel Ami vetiver. I haven't tried it, but I must, because adding a little bit more vetiver to this could be interesting. I would be definitely interested to try it out. So from 25 and up to 105, anyone can wear it. The pros and contras, let me think. Contras, if you spray too much, that could be cloying for yourself or others, so I would say 2-3 sprays, like one on chest and wrists, probably one on clothes and back of your neck, you know, according to your habit, but let's leave it with 2 or 3 sprays, and it will work well. I think it's no issue with that. Other contrasts, I can't really think of anything. Well, if you don't like wood and leather, you won't like the fragrance. I think, you know, it's not your aquatic stuff. It's really this. It has this not old feeling to it, but it has a classic feeling to it. I mean, it's 1986, right? So fragrances were different then. and the pros I mentioned, long lasting, sillage is great, projection is great, the feeling about it is great if you like this sort of feeling, and it's a precious house. You won't smell this on any second guy, on every second guy, and I've had good feedback or good comments about it. I've had bad comments about it as well, from people that I know. They don't like woody, leathery stuff, but they rather stick to fresh and aquatic citrusy. It's not probably their taste that much. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't wear this too often. It needs a certain occasion. Again, the laid back, the silent, relaxed occasion, or the elegant city sort of environment. So when I was traveling to London, I took this one with me, and kept roaming the streets, and this was really a great, as the name says, Bel Ami means a beautiful friend, and this is exactly what the fragrance is when I'm walking in the streets of any sort of city. In this case, it was London indeed. I felt very comfortable. It was very much matching with how I felt. It gave me great comfort, and it really paired up well with the environment. But also, when I want to have a quiet time, when I have an off time, read a book in my home or anywhere where it's quiet and nice. This is a great. It's not a party scent. This is what I want to say. And I think that's it. Enjoy, and I myself will be back with further reviews soon. So take care, good night, bye.